Is New York. Hope you're doing well over there. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Thursday. Yeah, you have to beat it twice to get the last boss and the true ending. That's how you actually beat the game. That's the only thing that's different in the second loop is the final boss. Anyway, mysterious, yeah, mysterious. New York City is dead. I've heard that before. I've heard that about a few cities. Maybe a city or two that exists in my sphere of the world. Out here on the West Coast, you know. But thank you for hanging out, Retro. This is from Blade. You remember Blade? Remember Blade? Cheers, Retro. Sire, cheers. Richard, how you doing, man? We're just chilling. I actually just started, I guess, just 16 minutes ago. Had to think a little bit about what I was going to sit down and do tonight. I'm feeling really inky. I think that I need to do a little bit more black and white art. We were doing pencil black hat, so now I think we're gonna move things over to inks. We're just gonna do an inky sketch today. I already have the pencils, kind of the layouts of the pencils here on the board right now, but we just switched over to the screen for the redeem. Hope you're doing well, man. Doing better? Good. That's what I want to hear. Speedy recovery. That's what I want to hear, is a speedy recovery. And that you're staying safe out there. It's that good? Damn. Kirkman, he's writing so much stuff these days. He's doing, oh my gosh, he's doing Battle Beast, Ginbreaker, Transformers, and I think 2 more books that I can't think of just right now off the top of my head. And he's just writing such a wealth right now, and I've never read a terribly huge amount of Robert Kirkman, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh. So issue 24, the last Daniel Warren Johnson, is volume 3. So that's what it sounds like. Spider-Man Transformers is ridiculous good. I think I've been reading. You're talking about the Daniel Warren Johnson stuff, right? Chance Draws. The first issue 1 to 24 is Daniel Warren Johnson, and then 25 is Dan Mora, your favorite Dan Mora, and Robert Kirkman. No, you're good. Bro, if you get behind on reading, like I was just saying last stream, it's cool that you even spend the money to pick up the trade, you know? It's cool. It means you're still interested in it. Okay, so you're, so you read the Kirkman stuff first, and then you went back and you're finishing the Daniel Warren Johnson stuff. Am I reading that right, Chance Ross? I remember, bro, Skybound, I remember, before they got the G.I. Joe and Transformers license, no one gave a shit about Skybound. Honestly, I have, probably, 3 or 4 comics from Skybound, just from, comic purveying and collecting, right? And they were just a little old company that did shit that no one cared about. And then as soon as they were pumping out the licensed material, people loved them. It puts Skybound on comic readers' watch list. Finally, after all these years of publishing. I think the front of the Village really helped them. Did they? With distribution or something? Hmm. Hey, yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with the cheers for this. It sounds like probably the most opportune time. I remember when Skybound just started putting out their GI Joe, and I was kind of like, do I want it? But then it was one of those books where I had to like wait until the reviews came out and make a judgment on it. So I ultimately pass on the new GI Joe stuff. I have just one issue of it. Am I frozen? Okay, all right, there we go. There we go. Far as speculation goes, it's still very popular to collect Daniel Warren Johnson works. But it was kind of a shocker to everyone that he was leaving Transformers, and so now I think everyone's sharing the not just the sentiment, but kind of the idea like what's he gonna do now? He basically burned himself out doing Transformers. I think what it was it was just this massive workload, and he's one of those guys that as far as I remember, he met all of his deadlines. So he was just bam, going right through the list for working on Transformers consistently every single month, writing and illustrating. And he was only able to pump out 2 years. I say only, but it's still a feat in and of itself. So I think you're not alone when you say, "What's he gonna do next?" You know, he's still a really popular and very hot talent. So we just gotta we kind of just gotta wait and see. I don't know if it's gonna be as popular as like perfect as Transformers was. I think that might have been a little bit of a capturing lightning in a bottle type of moment. but we gotta wait and see. Still a massive, massive talent. You know, like he might go back to doing something kind of like small time, like Better Ray Bill or something like that. You know, and it's like going from like this huge Transformers story to something a little bit more like smaller scale, like Better Ray Bill. It might underwhelm a lot of people, but it might be just what he needs. Hey, Arrows in here. Welcome. Let's move on over to this one. Come on. Oh, okay, there we go. One of the last true powerhouses, absolutely retro. 100% agree with that. Like, we very rarely get these just massive talent writer artist people taking over books. We don't get that very often at all now. So I hate calling him a gem or rare, but he is. You know, he is in today's day and age. Imagine he takes over Geiger. I don't think he'll do that. I think that Geiger is specifically Jeff Johns' baby, and I don't think he's gonna give that up. I'd be shocked if he took over Geiger. I'd be really interested in it, but I'd be very surprised at the same time. Oh, he's doing that again. Wow. Chance Draws for reals? I didn't know that. So it's kind of like the artist edition of Do a Powerbomb. I love how, and I was glomming about this earlier, Murder Falcon, how he incorporates all these like wrestling and metal music and punk elements into his art and his writing, and you can just feel it coming off of the page sometimes. And so him releasing a black and white version of Do a Powerbomb, that doesn't sound like a bad thing to do in the meantime. You know, he can do that while he figures out his next plan of attack, because people still want Daniel Warren Johnson stuff. And here's another thing. Everything he draws, it's traditional. Everything he draws is traditional. The only time he'll do... Who was that? Who's that? Hey, Brontosaur, hey, what's up? Hey, thank you for showing up. Appreciate that. I was just blabbing, but I hope you're doing well out there in that mysterious land that you inhabit. I hope you're doing well. Brontosaur, thank you for showing up. We're just blabbing about comic books and art and that kind of stuff. I was going to do art, and maybe I will someday. Give a shout out real quick. Hey, I don't know. Did I lose my train of thought? What was I saying? Oh yeah, that he could just do the black and white powerbomb, do a powerbomb, while he figures out his next course of action. Because people, you know, whether it's something like a small project or a big project, he's going to sell books no matter what. He's gonna sell books. Do a barrel roll. There you go. How's that, retro? He's really saying, my hands on his Daredevil issue 1 variant cover. He did, and you know what? Speaking of which, Chancellor Oz, he did a bunch of variants for DCKO, which I didn't touch that thing. Like I was very disinterested in it. it's cool that it happened. I like Scott Snyder, but he did a bunch of variant covers of I think one of them was I don't know if it was Batman or Superman, but I think it was I think it was Superman doing it might have been a pile driver. It was a pile driver or a power bomb on Darkseid, and like literally like falling on the canvas in a wrestling ring. So it's cool that even in a cover like that, you can see the very obvious Daniel Warren Johnson coming through, right? It's Superman Darkseid literally in a wrestling ring. And if you want to dig into that even further, the relationship between wrestling and comic books, they're kind of like this, because they both exist on this kind of hyper real kayfabe form of reality that they both kind of demand. Both comics and wrestling demand that if you're going to watch this or consume this, that you have to check your form of reality at the door, and you have to give yourself to the story and the fiction they're trying to tell. And what they're telling is this giant dramatic, thing, Greek heroes and mythological battles taking place, but it's on a canvas. It's on a bouncy canvas with oiled up, sometimes roided up dudes. And if you're talking comic books, it's on pulp. It's science and pulp and all this like freaky things happening. But I'm blabbing. I'm romanticizing. I'm not blabbing. I turned it up just a tiny bit. Let me turn it down. Yeah. Welcome. Okay. Anyway. If you like the earrings, you should see my pants. You should see my pants. I don't think I'm gonna show you my pants, but I'm wearing the appropriate pants with the earrings. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me hold on. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Got retro. All right. Art. Let's get to art. I was doing that. Move over here. All right. There we go. There we go. Did you send it on today? This one's kind of a dumb project. I'll explain it. Hold on. I think I got this one right. Yeah, I think I did. I gotcha. Okay, so anyway. This one, can you tell what it is? It's a very, very, for me anyway, very easy to decipher what it is. It's the guessing game. I remember when we had a Christopher here, he was always first one to get it. But this one shouldn't be that hard. Why? Because I think it's popular these days. It's not Venom. No, no, it's not. I don't want to draw this, but it's been surrounding my sphere lately, so I feel like I have to just, get it out there. I'm not even a fan of this character, but I will say it is comic book. It is comic book style. Comic book thing, comic book style. Yeah. It's gonna get obvious, don't worry. It's gonna get inked too. This is going to be an inky stream. It's not another man thing. You know what? I'm gonna let you in on a secret. When I was looking up a reference for how to approach, not like a 1-in-1 reference, but just like a reference for how I wanted to approach like the shape and the face and things like that. I was getting suggestions for Man Thing, and it's not Man Thing. It's not Man Thing. So you're close, but it's not Man Thing. But anyway. Let's see if I can actually bust out a little bit of art. But thank you all for hanging out. It's a Thursday. We're just chilling. It's not Swamp Thing. No, Retro, you're wrong. On here, I can go in for a little bit. Yeah, don't think too hard. Hey, there you go. You got it, Chance Draws. You got it. Yeah. So this might come as a shock to you, but I'm not the biggest Batman fan, actually. I'm not the biggest Batman fan. My Batman collection is pretty small. I actually have I think a very specific thing with Batman, and I think he's in way too many books these days. So I'm very, very selective about what kind of Batman stuff I get. I think he's probably the most popular comic book hero. So I'm only drawing this, of course, because the trailer just dropped, right? Oh, hey, Angela, what's up? Angela, hold on. Let me move over to this screen. There you go. Angela, I hope you're doing well. Were you drawing another? You're drawing another Rogue? For those who don't know, Angela is doing Rogue a day. Rogue of the X-Men. If you like seeing Rogue action, Rogue art, and pierogies, go and catch her. I'm gonna give her a shout out right now. Other than that, though, Angela, I hope you're doing well. I hope you've been eating well. Hope you've been staying well in the meantime. Streams are far and few in between, but I hope it was a good one. There you go. Hey, you're good, Richard. I know. The stream schedule for me has been a little bit sporadic lately, but I'm trying to bring it back into kind of like three times a week type of rhythm, basically. Finding an appropriate stream rhythm can get kind of hard with IRL stuff. I know it's been so long since I've seen you. What the heck? It's been so long. Anyway. Yeah, what were you working on? If you have any art tags, feel free to share. We're just working on right now it's pencil. We're gonna ink a little bit of Batman collections. Life stuff. Life stuff? Yeah, no. Plenty of life stuff to, I mean, still occupy yourself with, but still have a rhythmic streaming schedule. It can be a little hard. Okay, anyway. I wonder what kind of rogue you were doing today. It's such an 80s, you know, power rock ballad. Got a little bit of that, like, Def Leppard. Oh my gosh, dang, he's going for it. Ow. Okay. Thank you for that one, Retro. Yeah. Feel free to share, Angela. Feel free to share. Okay, there you go, there you go. Hey, nice. There we go, there we go. There is the rogue for today. Damn. April 28th and 29th look so fun and carefree. What is this? Is this from like Mean Girls or something? She's just so feisty. Is it a reference I'm not getting? It's good though. I do like how it came out, especially the hair. Let's go in a little bit more. Yeah, I think you nailed the expression and those very subtle lines on her face, just to give her enough kind of face contortion to really sell it. So it's all the kind of like the sneer, the punk kind of sneer that she's trying to deliver. Oh, it's gonna be me. Oh, okay. I'm out of the. I'm old and busted. I'm out of the loop with lots of things. I guess with Justin Timberlake included. Grandma Run. Grandma Run. SCPG Grandma Run. I think we're summoning a very cheeked up double D. It's gonna be May. Keen work though. We usually expect very high octane, very high quality work from you, Angela. Thank you for sharing. I think it came out good. It's a Grandma Run. It's not my work. I know it's gonna be me. Hold on, let me look up the name. Meme? Like that? That's the meme, right? That's the meme. It's matching earrings, I think it is. Sorry, music is a little bit loud. There we go. Hey, Z-Line. Another double D? That's weird. It's a randomized alert, but we got double Ds. Damn. Hey, thank you for that follow, Z-Line. Appreciate that. It's gonna be meh. Gonna be meh. Sounds. Does anyone know the Californians from Saturday Night Live? It's gonna be meh. What are you doing here, Devin? Like that. It's gonna be meh. It's all coming together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for illuminating me to the kind of the inside joke. Huh? I get it. Kronk. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. That poison. Okay, getting distracted. We was doing art. Yeah, I know. I did draw Cusco on stream once. That was a while ago. I did draw Cusco. Just like a really quick, like 2-minute Cusco. Oh, look, hey, there's your next, your next rogue is she's wearing Cusco's outfit. Right? Or you could just draw llama rogue. Rogue as a llama. Yeah, I know, right? This is what we were working on. It's all coming together. I've only been working on this for, since I've been streaming for 50 minutes, but it's really only been like 20 minutes of work. Llama rogue. A llama? He's supposed to be dead! Cusco, damn. Alright, anyway. Getting distracted. A llama rogue. I know. How odd is that? Kind of a weird thing to think. But it could be interesting, like how many animals do you get to draw in your rogue a day? Probably not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Just lots of, figure study and pose study, clothing study, And there's nothing wrong with that, but let's change it up with the animal every now and then. This is what the whole thing looks like. It's kind of a small paper. It's only a 9x12 if I got this right. You know, this is my hand. This is my hand. 9x12. So it's not that big, but we're gonna get inky. It could be fun. Yeah, I know. Rogue as a llama. It's funny. Whenever you see female animal anything, they always have like huge eyelashes, and he does see a female llama in that movie like once, and she's just chewing grass, and she has like really long eyelashes. So I guess if anything, that can kind of point you in a direction for Rogue, right? Long eyelashes, probably green fur. I don't know. Sounds a bit silly, but I've drawn some really silly things here on stream before too, so nothing wrong with that. Okay, cheers, people. Cheers. Hope you're doing well on a Thursday. Angela, again, thank you for the raid. Okay, let's get a little bit. Yeah, it's just beer. Well, I mean, Thyre was already redeeming shots. It's beer. It's beer. What are you drinking tonight, Aracero? Water, apple juice, Hennessy. Water. That's a good choice. Excellent choice, I would say. Hydration's always a smart choice. Sorry, Angela. That's... You know what I will say though about drawing Clayface though is that he adds, because he essentially looks like a giant like folding turd, it gives you the opportunity to practice texture and shape, but also to draw a figure that's supposed to be kind of like almost like a fat figure, or I'm kind of drawing him like he's wearing a very heavy blanket. So it's more interesting to me in that sense, artistically speaking. Is that there's a textural element that I don't get to practice often with Clayface, so it's not bad that I get to draw him today. Right, used to be their flagship character, but now Bats took over. Yeah, he took over. He took over for sure. Superman fell out of popularity, especially with like how easy and how ubiquitous we were getting like evil Supermans, right? I think what it was just a kind of a cultural change that happened, that like, you know, the clean cut, just perfect like virtuous hero that was just not as like sexy anymore, wasn't as exciting anymore, and then we got this influx of evil Superman that came in with Injustice and The Boys and Invincible, and these characters were really popular, and they kind of stole a lot of the spotlight away from a character like Superman. But I still love him. He changes. people's taste change, fashion changes. You know, what's popular one moment is not popular the next. Superman isn't quite as evergreen as Batman. Maybe. I got many compliments. What do you mean by that, Retro? Superman Red and Blue. You mean the comic that came out like 3 years ago? Eros Arrow? Reign of the Superman? What's up with Reign of the Superman? You mean the 90s overarching story, Reign of the Superman? I think Reign of the Superman was awesome. I was able to raid you, but I gotta eat and get ready. Hey, Angela, thank you for showing up. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for chatting for a little bit. I look forward to seeing the very llama-style robe on your next stream. And, you know, I hope that whatever else is going on in your life, it's going very, very good. Because we still need you doing streams and all that good stuff, okay? Get some good food in you. Get some good rest. I'll see you on the next one, okay, Angela? Special viewer tune in while I was away. Oh, Mama Retro, damn. Well, hello, Mama Retro. I hope that you enjoy the show. It's just little old me here, just pumping out a little bit of artwork, you know? More blabbing than artwork, but I hope you're doing well. The first arc after death, yeah, Reign of the Superman. Yeah, that was, I mean, it's like the first arc, right? But Reign of the Superman was actually 4 books with 4 different writer-artist teams, right? That was, I mean, it's like to call it the first arc is a little bit of a misnomer, but I understand what you're saying. It wasn't bad. Like, basically what happened was the editorial team at the time, they figured all these different teams have a very, very drastic and disparate idea of what they want to do with Superman. So we're just going to adapt all 4. So all 4 teams got to do what they wanted. And in return, we got these really awesome characters and a pretty, like, you know, mid to good story. It's medium good, I think. You really got to read the whole thing to get just like the full Monty of it. You know, reading just a piece I don't think does it. Yeah, you're good, Angela. Have a good one, okay? Okay, now we're gonna move down here so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, hey, nice. As I hope it does well, Retro. I'll be rooting for it, man. Mm. No, I totally get that, Retro. Because I think you and myself included both thought that it was a pretty good like start to something, but I know that you were limited with what kind of words you could add. So I understand. You drove me nuts. It was a good it's a good exercise in so much that it limits you, and sometimes being limited is what you need. Whether it's like musically or video game programming, anything. Like sometimes the limitation is what really forces you to stretch yourself into areas previously unexplored. I think that's a little bit healthy every now and then. So don't feel bad if it doesn't receive all these winning or glowing accolades. I think it was good for what it was worth. And that's not a dig either. No, I don't mean it that. I really don't mean it that way, Retro. I'm trying to draw one of these. Oh, really? Nice. Uh, if you want, you can link the website. A little program, nice, nice. Anaconda, nice, nice. Might be ready for inks. Oh yeah, what's up? Getting any man thing? $26 to $31. Okay, so that's gonna be, what is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 1. So 6 more issues of the singles. And 2 more boxes and 2 more trades. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, $4 each. Yeah, I gotcha, I gotcha. I think actually my plan as it's going right now, I'm probably gonna go to my LCS tomorrow and see what I can dig up over there. See if I can find any. I'll get some of my, I think, my usual stuff, but then I'll also get some like cheap stuff, like some dollar stuff. See what I can scrounge up. Maybe I'll get lucky and get some man thing. Who knows, right? But you know, speaking of which, no albedo, no groovy here. Wow, they're always here. I'm sad that they're gone. Sad that they're gone. I think we'll try and do classic horror style lighting. So that means that we will have to light from the bottom. So that means up is gonna be dark. you never find any number ones. You can just look for something that's interesting. It doesn't have to be valuable. Something that's interesting, right? I do that all the time. But I know completely different buying habits. There's nothing wrong with that. You collect your way, I collect mine. You know, it's we all have our own kind of, I guess, approach to the hobby, I suppose. No, I get you. I remember there was one guy that I met where he would wait until any specific like run from anyone is done, and then he would buy all the trades and then sit down and read them all in one sit down. That was his reading habit. Like, I was like, what? So he wouldn't go every month, he wouldn't go every week. He would go into, like, probably once every 2 months or 3 months, when like there was a whole collection to do. I know. Cool. He's a cool guy. But I was like, what? Like, you gotta wait till the whole thing is done? Dude. Yeah, a little crazy. Like, he says, like, I get them all. And like, look, I don't think he had like OCD or nothing, right? But he says he gets all of his trades. He sits in his recliner, or his like comfy chair, or his recliner, and then he just reads them all, like, from beginning to end. Whoa. Like, shh. Ooh, I couldn't do that, dude. I don't, like, honestly, Retro, I don't even know if, like, to this day, I think I must have done maybe one, maybe two, but usually with trades, I don't sit down and read them from start to finish. I like to, like, read two issues or 3 issues, and then I'll stop, and then I'll pick it up again later. I usually don't, like, it has to be, like, really, really important, or just, like, engrossing me to finish the entire 6 issues, because I try to get a little bit of economy out of it, I think he would collect compendiums too, honestly. Like, he was collecting, like, toys, video games, comics. He was in all kinds of stuff, and money wasn't too much of an issue with him. So I think he would collect compendiums. He would get trades and compendiums, I think. You'd forget if you don't read the full 6 issues. Well, see, like, that's why it's nice to go every week or every month, because then you like, if you're reading it every week or every month, like if it's like any regular series, you're reading it every month, right? Then you have the habit that starts to form, and so you're kind of like, it's kind of a, how do I say, it's a mechanical purpose of the comic book that every time you open it, every time you open a single comic book, like this one right over here. Well, that one's not fair. That's an annual. Right? Like every time you open a single comic book, like even this one comes with a before page that gives you a recap, but most comic books give you a little bit of a like a refresher to refresh your brain before you jump into this month's adventure, right? So I'm just saying that it's part of the mechanical nature of the comic book to bring you up to speed every month. They almost, it's like they have to, it's like an obligation. They're a slave to making sure that they remind the readers what happened beforehand, just because of their publication ritual. Yeah. Oh, I love touching them. I love touching my floppies. I don't care if it's from the 60s. I don't care if it's from 2016. Like I want to get my grubby hands all over my floppies, dude. They're meant to be read. Okay, anyway. Give me 1 second. One second. Wow, I'm still over here. I'm even on like the Plastic Man screen. What the heck? I'm usually not on this screen. I'm not talking to him. Okay. Away. No, I don't touch them. Read and show love to my trades. No, I get you. I think that's just more so like collecting habits. Like there's some that I rarely take out of their sleeve, but for the most part, nothing's off limits. And I love collecting entire comics and trades, or no comics, and then just leaving them without sleeves and putting them all in a box, helter skelter. So there's some things that are organized and some things that aren't, just in my own collection, because I just kind of like going through random shit every now and then, you know? No, I get you. Everyone who's into like comics and just collecting anything really, they have their own habits built up, you know? Yeah. One second.
Don't make me wait another night. Tonight I'm gonna love you. Don't make me wait another night. Tonight I'm gonna love you. Tonight you wanna be with me. Tonight
I saw that. What was that? Set. Did it say set niece fabricator? That piece fabricator. Thank you for the follow. Not super fun. Oh, I think I got too retro. I know the music is a little loud too, but I think you're good, bro. Alright, I'm back. I think I'm ready to kick this drawing into overdrive. Thank you for hanging out, Retro. I really appreciate that meme. Appreciate that. Dog, damn. You're a big dog. Hey, speaking of big dog, did you read that Colin Bunn horror story yet? I figure that maybe just by proxy. Here I am, I'm right here. Just by proxy, and with all the Man Thing hype going on, it might put you into more of a New York state of mind. No, that's not what I meant to say. I mean like a horror, horror mood, Like get you in the mood for a little bit more horror, more Cullen Bunn. I wasn't sure. Did you read it? You read his Diablo? That's not the one you just picked up recently. No. It was the other one. What was the other one you got, man? I don't think it was Diablo. It was something else. Unholy Grail, maybe it was that. It was a black and white comic, I think, if I remember right. Gotta be tall and handsome. You like that, huh, Chance? It's kind of my own. It's kind of like my own spin on what I want him to look like because he's such a. You'll forgive the pun, malleable character. But I'm mostly eating from the animated series when it comes to this particular approach. The Batman animated version of Clayface. With the just like the big, like the cartoonishly big head and the mouth and everything, but I'm just trying to like kind of contain it a little bit, like just inject a little bit more realism into it. So that's kind of my thought process going into something like this. But I hope all the chores and whatnot went well. Thank you for, hanging out still. Appreciate that chance to Oz. Hope you're doing well. I hope all your avatar and all your reading and drawing and everything, your experimenting is going good. Finished Avatar Back to the Art Grind. Nice, nice. I hope it was worthy. A worthy side quest in the meantime, I hope the experimentation is going. Maybe you were able to glean some kind of hidden knowledge by watching Avatar. Avatar is a very, very kinetic show. So they place a lot of emphasis on movement and speed. Obviously, it's animated, but they take a lot of visual cues from Eastern anime. So it's a very, very juicy show if you're trying to watch it just for animation purposes alone, right? So maybe you're able to extract some kind of secret formula from it just by watching it. I don't know. Maybe you did. Adding more influence to the work. Nice. Sounds like it's coming along nicely then, which is exactly what I want to hear. Adding more influence. Sometimes you just gotta experiment and add a dash of blah blah and just a smattering of blah blah to kind of change things up a little bit, kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. It's artistically healthy, I think. Oh, hey, yeah, no, I get that. There's, if you want to talk about art, there's so much art, right? If it doesn't have to just be like comic book art, like what you're saying. If you're talking even about classical art, right? There's, the influences will probably never end, right? If you want to reveal, which you don't have to, but. Is there like a particular artist that you're really digging into? Do I look okay? Do I look kind of? Kickstarter has a stipulation I'm not a fan of. No, I've heard Kickstarter can be a little bit stingy, I think, when it comes to some of the rules that it has. You can try Indiegogo. I hear Indiegogo's not too bad. If I remember right, I think I think Kickstarter, I think, demands a little bit more of your income, and Indiegogo doesn't. If I remember right, I gotta re up on all that stuff. What did Kickstarter do this time? I gotta have back 11. Oh, geez, see, just as a creator alone, just as a creator alone. Hey, thanks for trying. I know. Give me that sweet, sweet validation, right? Ugh. Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't look like silly on the camera. You know, I mean, the whole stream is silly. And you know what's really fun about this kind of approach to the character is I love giving him long teeth. I think long teeth look so disgusting and freakish on him. Long teeth. I think that kind of sells the character. Long, misshapen, malformed teeth. Araki? Araki, you mean from JoJo? You're browsing right now, like where's my 11 projects to back? Yeah, I got you, man. Damn, dude. You know, give it some time. You know, wait until there's some actual good stuff to back. You know. Oh, you own most of his books? Oh, with Iraqi, he's definitely a guy that's been around for so long. You can see his art style. It's still unequivocally him, even from the beginning. But his art style did change from when he started as opposed to what it is now. It did change a little bit. It's still very much him, but you can see there's some subtle nuance in it that indicates a little bit of morphing, which isn't bad. But I don't have any of the JoJo books. I would love to have some. I actually want to get my hands on that, the big Araki art book. You know, that's just his like covers and like some of the personal pieces he's done. Looks like a really, really keen book to have just in really anyone's collection, probably. So maybe with that in mind, you've been trying to add a little bit more like, maybe like, if I have to analyze Araki, a little bit of shape language, a little bit of pose language to your illustrations. Then Araki emphasizes a lot of shape and kind of body pose language in a lot of his work. Oh, you got it. Dang. You're making me jealous. Hey, welcome back, man. Maybe you should have drawn Booster Gold in a Rocky pose then, huh? Like something like, bro, could you see Booster Gold being drawn by a Rocky? Like that would, dude, that's like a $200 commission there, easy. That would look so sick. You'd have like the big, like huge, like fat lips. I know, right? You'd be like, you'd be like, you'd be all did up. Diva. He's already Booster's already a diva, right? Araki would just make him even more just diva. He would sell it completely. Araki would approach it, what is the most diva aspect I can do with this character? And I don't even think he would make him like extremely muscle bound, even though he's good at rendering muscles. He would make him like really like belt and skinny, but still just very sexy, I think. What he would try to do. Superheroes and Araki's. Well, that's what JoJo is, right? All the JoJo stuff is they're all superheroes already. They don't wear spandex. They wear leather jackets and chains. You know, it's kind of the same thing. But yeah, I get it. I get it. Oh, absolutely, imperfections help you. I'm not gonna lie about that. Uh, like, don't get me wrong. I like digital, but with like I've went on about this before. When you do traditional art, you start to build up, in my opinion, an artistic confidence a lot quicker, just because what you do is already committed to the paper, right? I mean, if I was doing this digitally, then I would be control Zing half of this stream probably. You If you're gonna try and have a high output, if you're gonna try and get some kind of artwork that's more consistent on a like a weekly or a daily basis, or taking commissions, whatever, then getting a better artistic confidence is really, really important. And if you need to make mistakes to do it, do it. If you need to stay with digital and you're comfortable that way, do that. No one's asking for you to reinvent the wheel. If you think it's going to help you, try it. The worst that it can do is stymie you for what, like a day, a week? Trying it's not going to be bad. You might even learn something. And that's not a dig, that's not directed at you. It's just a statement. Trying new things will, especially artistically, it's gonna help you learn a lot of new things. The storyboard, yeah, Retro? I'm excited too, man. I'm going to be critical and harsh and say like, oh, we should do it this way and all this kind of stuff, and but I don't mean that in like a mean way either. Like, it makes me excited because storyboarding is its own art form. It's not what I'm drawing right now. This is not a storyboard. It's not a story. I'm trying to tell a story in one page, but that's it. That's all I'm doing. You're actually telling a story. That's a different art form, and trying that out, it excites me. Yeah, you're a good chance. It's good that you have comms going on. It's good that you have some work being thrown your way. That's always nice. That's what I'm here for. Damn, dude. Yeah, I'm not trying to baby you, like, and I hope no one's here trying to baby me either. Like, if you have any kind of like criticism or anything, like, I want to hear it. I've said that on the stream before. I don't want to baby anyone. But at the same time, I'm really not trying to be harsh or mean. It's not enough Daredevil. I mean, Batman, Daredevil, aren't they the same thing? No, I don't mean that. Rather, these harsh I can fix babying. Can't fix babying. Yeah. Probably not a bad philosophy to live by. Can't fix babying. Harsh you can fix, I know that I've drawn things before, and I've also written things before, and I've gotten some really healthy criticism in the past from my peers, and it's proven to be helpful. It's a little bit, that's what I mean, a little bit dangerous sometimes to surround yourself by people who are just glomming over your work because you're actually looking to improve. And I don't mean that in a mean way at all. Maybe your work is good. Person X, maybe, your work is good. That's not necessarily what I mean. Seeking out that extra bit of criticism, it definitely does help, just from my experience. Hey, yeah, what's up, fool? Doing another comic review. Comic review, G.I. Joe, Hawkman, everything in between. What's up with you, man? Trial and error, I think is what you mean to say, Retro. Yeah. And you know what? I've said this before, you learn by doing. Sometimes you gotta learn how to run before you can walk. I don't mean produce, just the roughest, most uncut piece of crap you can. You learn by doing. Put the work out there first. See what kind of criticism it gathers. You gain experience just by putting the work out. That's going to be healthy in and of itself. You've gotten criticism here. Yeah. It's because and this goes for more than just you, Chance. I want, if you're here and you're showing me your art, I'm not gonna baby it, but I'm not gonna be like severe about it either, right? Our art is maybe the most subjective thing that you can look at. It's the most subjective thing you can experience, the most subjective thing you can hear, right? So there's a myriad of different ways that you could interpret it. But if you're trying to be teaching some kind of element about it, as long as you execute what is required, then I will mention it and move on. I already know that you are trying to get better at the anatomy and comic style and posing and reference and all this stuff. So when I look at your work, I think, what's your goal? And to me, I filter it through my lens, and then I say, oh, well, this works. This could use a little bit of polishing, but overall, it looks, pretty strong from memory. And blah, 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 blah. If that makes any sense. I might be speaking in esoteric terms. I'll be making a couple of vids tomorrow since Comic Free Weekend is Saturday for me, and my shop is going to have show until Sunday. Going to bring my G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe Dragonfly? Gonna bring your G.I. Oh, you're gonna for show and tell? Damn, dude. Hey, let me know how that goes. It sounds fun. Dang. Yeah, I was in the middle of one of your videos, ENIAC, and I'm making my way to your Elric video. I'm kind of excited for that. I know that you're still putting up stuff. Oh no, hey, you're good, man.
My love, that's all I have to give. All of my love, all of my love, all of my love, all of my touching, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love, all of my touching.
Oh yeah, trying to get a bit. Yeah, no. Hey, I completely understand that. Like sometimes I think my mic isn't working as good as it should be, but I attribute that to user era. But I look forward to hearing. We all like to listen to that very silky, very smooth voice that you have there, ENIAC. We all love to lull ourselves with that very caramel voice that you have. Very important. Doctor. It almost sounds like Doctor. Doctor Retro Homes. I see what you got, Retro. Yeah. Sounds cool. D Retro Homes. You could even go even more old school and just be DR Homes. DR Homes. All bass, no all bass, no treble. Hey, at least you got bass. That's important. That's really important. I mean, I've listened to my voicemails, and I've listened to myself on my VODs, and I think, do I sound like that? Do I sound like that? Like, you always sound different on your microphone. You always sound different on camera, and it's good to have bass. It's good to have bass. So you have a microphone that helps you with that. Absolutely. And I'm also very excited to hear that Hawkman kind of bumped Elric off of the reading list. It's kind of cute in its own kind of ironic way, but I thought that Hawkman run was just so keen, so I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
That's all I have to give.
the doctor. Well, Retro, if you go by, the doctor, then you evoke Doctor Who, so you might want to avoid that just a little bit, Hey, hi, Erica. Don't feel bad. Thank you for showing up. And by the way, very, very cute taco scarf I want to add. I hope it's been a good time over there where you are, wherever you are. But that you got all your things you need to get done, and that you're ready for bed, and you get some good sleep. Get some good food, good sleep. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? Oh, hi, Erica. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate that. I'm just sitting here blabbing, as I always do. Not a whole lot of art, but a whole lot of blabbing. Do not feel bad. Time to bust out the magnificent sponge. Miniature sponge is right. One. Oh my gosh, a Z bunker's here. What's up, Z bunker? What the hell are you doing here? How was your are you here? Are you here to make sure that my internet speeds are up to snuff? You want to do a shot with me, Z bunker? Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. Jimenez. This time you're Jimenez. I know that. We're doing well, Z bunker. Thank you for showing up, man. We're just chilling, doing a little bit of art, late night art. Feel free to stick around. We're just chilling. I'm working on this. We're actually working on this. What you got, Retro? And for those in the know, cheers, love y'all. Thank you for hanging out on a Thursday. Hey, ENIAC, you know what's up, man. Thanks for hanging out, ENIAC. Masterpieces? Careful how you use that word, Z-Bunker. It's just little old me over here. Anyway, sponge. You gotta get the sponge out and the large bottle of ink. I didn't even get the large bottle. Hold on. Okay, large, big bottle right over here. Okay, I got it. All right. All right, I got it. Oddly satisfying. Yeah, it's, you kind of get the hang of it. You start to understand the sponge kind of looks different from how it's cut. So you kind of learn to basically use it as a tool. It's pretty good. It's just texture. It's basically visual noise. That's all it is. It's just visual noise. It's filling in the gap. Filling in the gap. It's supposed to be flake-based, right? So it has lots of texture. But we can't hit Batman right over there. That's why we got our trusty pencil. Paper. All I want is the bass. ink all over my hand. Give me 1 second. I don't know. Let me think about that. I mean, it's slingshot. Slingshot is still so small. I don't think we really need that yet because I'm still like fine over the email just for technical purposes. You know, not to like stymie you or anything, but it just seems like email is fine for now. You know. Freaking Hot Rod. Yeah, I know you like Hot Rod. He's cool, I guess. But yeah. I thought freaking Grimlock and Pup were way cooler, but yeah, I get it. Again. Bro, come on, they're so cool. Are you kidding me? Like, you know when you watch that Hot Rod is supposed to be like the cool guy character, and that just doesn't interest me. Like the cool guy main character that I don't want to spoil, but he's like really important to the story, so he becomes kind of the main character, and just not interested in that. Like it's fine and good. I know he's G2, like the MC of G2. Yeah, fine. Okay, I get that. But yeah, still. Grimlock and Cup, way more interesting, way more entertaining. Like, just in my... I mean, I do like G2. Like, don't get me wrong, I like G2. I just don't like how Hot Rod is just especially in the movie, how he's portrayed as the cool guy who's kind of meant to take things over. I thought it was kind of obvious. I like him. I think he's cool. He's definitely different from Optimus as far as being a kind of leaderly figure. But the Transformers movie, he just wasn't, he was not the most interesting thing to me in the Transformers movie. I got you. Like them on the junk planet and all that. I thought that was like maybe the best part of the movie when they were on the junk planet. Best part of the movie. You can win if you dare. You got the touch, you know. Power was better than Cup in his life. Well, that I don't think that changes what I said, though, or does it? They feed off each other nicely. Yeah. They're better as a team, but separately, I go one way rather than the other. Really? Really? Does Void Rivals take place in that part? Really? I might have to get ENIAC on that shit, because I know ENIAC's reading Void Rivals. I'm like one of the only comic book readers that's not reading Void Rivals, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I might have to need some further validation on that.
You got the touch. You got the
Cup over Hot Rod any day. Those things with the four faces, yeah. I hold on. I got an emote that it's not that, but it evokes that. This thing. Void Rebels has Hot Rod. Really? I'm sorry, that took me a long time. For a while, I was getting Void Rivals confused a little bit with Radiant Black. They're not the same thing. They kind of look like the same thing, but they're not. They're not. So it confused me for a little bit. Radiant Black, that's all Kyle Higgins, like, Sentai stuff. Void Rivals is Robert Kirkman, Energon Universe stuff. Micronauts? What about Micronauts? Micronauts was a failed toy line. It was a failed toy line back in the, I think it was kind of the mid to late 1980s, because Marvel was getting really drunk with power back then and licensing. So they figure, let's just get the rights to license all of these like pre-existing toys, and then we will make comic books of them. And Micronauts is one of them. Micronauts was a toy that didn't do too good, and then they made a comic book of it, and that's all she wrote. It was always just kind of like mid, always like under the radar, but just good enough to still hang on to staying alive. I'm digging the G.I. Joe series a lot. You're digging the G.I. Joe series? Like the core G.I. Joe series? Robert Kirkman run is better than his Transformers, but Daniel Warren is better than both of the Kirk stuff. Really? Because it just seems like Robert Kirkman is just he's taking on so much work right now, you know. And I haven't read a whole lot of Kirkman or Daniel Warren Johnson, but I can understand how they're both very, very different. Nothing. My OG was Radiant Black. No. Like let's not get confused. I love Kyle Higgins, but the most Kyle Higgins I've read is his Ultraman. I think his Ultraman's great, which is weird because he cut his teeth on a lot of Power Ranger stuff. Like I met him. I had him sign some of my Ultraman actually. He's a cool guy. He's chill, just kind of laid back. It was a nice experience meeting him, and he never came back from Sentai. He's literally still doing Sentai, but Batman. That's literally all he's doing right now. He's doing Sentai Batman, which I think that one's called the Legendary Batman. But I love Kyle Higgins. I think he's great. I haven't read his Power Rangers. I haven't read the Ryan Parrott Power Rangers. I have a couple of issues of it, but they're more for collecting purposes. I love his Ultraman, though. I think his Ultraman's awesome. That's partly because I don't know shit about Ultraman. Like, right when the comic book came out, I don't know shit about Ultraman. Power Rangers, I know. Angel Grove, I know. Bulk and Skull, I know. You know, it's already established for me. But with Ultraman, it was something that I really had no idea about, and I thought his Ultraman was awesome. And actually, you know what? I did read Radiant Black #1 when it came out years and years ago, and I will say the art was so stripped down. It was so flat and it was so stripped down. It kind of took me out a little bit. It took me out a little bit. Hey, Richard, thank you for the summer team too, man. Oh, thanks. The G.I. Joe series is pretty cool in that the Joes are outmatched and the stakes are high, which makes it interesting. So Mac, what I will say about that is, hold on, let me switch to this. It seems like with G.I. Joe, people, the court of public opinion, I guess, they like the silent missions and they like some of the like solo series, but the core book is just kind of like fair to middling. That's just from what I've heard. Oh, excuse me. But it's good that the stakes are high. I know that they're doing some really exciting stuff in it. I know that I'm privy to like Baroness going over to the Joes and the Don Moreno Snake Eyes and stuff like that. So they're doing some interesting stuff in G.I. Joe. I'm not going to deny that. And I love G.I. Joe. I want them to be good. So as long as they're still, I guess, trying, that makes me somewhat happy. They're popular enough to elicit, like 3 books monthly? So that's good. For me, that's a win as a Joe fan. Colin has some Micronauts stuff out. Does he really, Retro? kind of like jumping into Kamen Rider for the first time. I'm kind of like jumping into Kamen Rider, yeah. Kamen Rider is not bad either. Let me get... I love Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is cool too, but he doesn't have a comic book like Ultraman, nor, well, let's see. They both probably could have a comic book, but Ultraman is the one that has a comic book. Kamen Rider, I think, is a little bit more... He's a little bit more traditional in the sense that he doesn't grow to be 20 stories tall, right? He's just a guy on a bike, which is cool in its own way. But Ultraman he's tokusatsu. He's fighting kaiju every time you see him. So he, by mechanics, has to be different. A dual sign number 1 of which one? Of Transformers? Joshua Williamson is a good writer. Is he really? Williamson? No, Williamson's a good writer. I love his stuff. I'm not like, oh, it's like perfect, but pretty consistent and strong writer from what I've read from Joshua Williamson. And he's been writing for, I feel like Joshua Williamson has been around for like, he's been around for what seems like 10 years, but I think he's been around for like probably 15 or 20 years, but he just now got popular. That's kind of what it feels like to me. No, we're not going to talk about the Beetleborgs. I don't think they have a comic book retro. Like even the fucking VR Troopers have a comic book. I was in my LCS the other day, and I saw that there was a VR Troopers number like 3 or 4. Like they're already in the middle of their run there. The VR Troopers, really? Like no one's favorite Toku. But here's what makes it even worse. Like VR Troopers, that's from Metalder or whatever from Japan. Like they're very different in Japan. The VR Troopers, they're not even like virtual blah blah. They're like robots, and so that's kind of what makes it even more damning. Is that they're so different in America, but yet their comic here in the West is like still kind of going on in the middle of their run. Like people still want to read about specifically the VR Troopers. Really, I didn't think they were that hot of an item, but I guess they elicit somewhat of maybe a cult following. Dino Riders has it. Dino Riders. Yeah, you're going way back in time. Hey, Z-Bunker, you got it. It actually is Sega CD. I'm glad that your ears are still working, Z-Bunker. We are playing a little bit of Sega CD here. I mean, how can you deny the power of the Sega CD soundtracks? I was playing some Final Fight Sega CD here a while ago, but that one's always one I come back to, the Final Fight Sega CD. No, I don't have any Kamen Rider chance draws. I have plenty of Ultraman. But no Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is a little bit tougher to come by as far as comics, like Western comics, like what I was saying. Ultraman, and you have to keep this in mind. And I literally spoke to Kyle about this, and he was saying the reason why Ultraman was getting comic books was because it was a rights issue. Ultraman had his rights tied up in limbo for like essentially decades, and just now, starting in kind of like the latter 2010s, he was just able to get his own like comic book because the rights got kind of loosened up a little bit. So Marvel was able to release a little bit of a comic book of that, and before that, Ultraman had a comic with I think it was Dark Horse, but it was, you know, very, very different back then. Some of the Toku stuff in the server someday. Yeah, hey, Chance, if you want to show me Toku, I'm there for that. I love Toku. I still collect Ranger figures when I can. I love Ultraman. I love Kamen Rider. I mean, I'm not like crazy about it, but I love that stuff. I love Toku. Hey, Fox and Socks is here. What's up? I hope you had a good rest of your stream. I hope the Legend of Legaia was good to you and it was forgiving. But thank you for showing up. Hope you had a very good birthday, Fox and Socks. I'll get you a shout out real quick. There you go. Shift into turbo. Damn, that's right. Shift into turbo. Happy Friday to you, Fox and Socks. Yeah. Free rider belts and Sentai changers on the internet. That's where all the good Bandai stuff is. Hey, no shit, dude. Some Sentai changes. Oh, so a fellow Tokusatsu fan here, Chance Draws. I didn't know. Hey, it's going good over here, Fox and Socks. We're doing a little bit of art. This is actually what we're working on right now. If I could shut up, but we're just kind of chilling right now. Just, you know, taking a little bit of time. I'm chilling right now. Obviously not done. I get distracted and then I start blabbing. So. Where am I? I am right here. Oh, there. ELS. The last song on Spider-Man is some lady telling you to turn it off. We're gonna make it there. We're gonna make it there, Z-Bunker. We still got a little bit of time. Just enjoy the music, you know. It's good stuff. Sega CD's Ultimate. It's where is it? Ultimate? Is that what I said? Here we go. Oh. Yeah. Invincible co-stream. I saw that. That's Alex. Your legacy. Hey, you're good, Fox and Socks. I hope you had a good birthday. I hope that it was fun watching your friend do Invincible. I hope the game wasn't that bad and that the birthday shenanigans continue. It's a Friday. Hey, Fox and Socks, want to do a shot with me? I'll do a shot with you. It's your birthday, right? You know, we're here just chilling. I mean, because I'm probably this close to busting out my Ultraman. Ultraman. I can't help it. Oh, ENIAC, look at what you're doing, ENIAC. Damn, dude. Some rage quitters, hey, nice. That just means he's elite. Fox and Sauce, elite player. I love watching fighting games. I love playing fighting games. Doing ranked matches is it's a little hard. It's a little hard playing ranked matches. It's fun. It's a little tricky, but there's a lot of rage quitters. Oh man. Hey, go for it, Retro. I'm going to procure the libation. I'll be right there with you. I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere. Don't worry. Here. Oh, my fingers are all covered in ink now. Conquest, he's a victim. Okay. So he's broken. I'm here, Eros Arrow. Where you been? Where you been? Spider-Man, we're gonna would like to get it. Yeah, if you want to hit the link. Retro's working on a project that I am also attached to if you want to go and check that out. Very much appreciated. This you got automated. Amazing artist. I'm just little old me, just doing the same stuff I've always been doing, really. Traditional, very contrast heavy, very inky, comic book style artwork. That's usually what I try to do. This stuff? Really? Well, I I mean, I'm glad you find it interesting. I try to remain humble about such things, but it's just me blabbing about comics and the things that I love, and different artistic approaches that we can take together to render these very interesting and freakish things that we love. I think that's kind of special in its own way. Not aware of the history. Hey, Fox and Sock, don't make me bust out the Namor. So I got the Namor stuff right over there. Don't make me bust out the Namor stuff. I mean, because I got all my Ultraman right over here. Like, I can't do that. Where right here, yeah. Look at all of the Ultraman foolery that's happening. This is a character that's been around for, what is it? Is it? He debuted in 60? 50 years? 50 or 60 years? This is a very, very old character, but people now here in the West are finally able to experience this guy. And it's incredible. He's so old and so hallowed, especially, of course, in Japan, right? But we know nothing about this guy because his rights have been tied up in, limbo forever. And now we can finally read these comic books and get into what exactly is this Ultraman thing that is capturing me like this. Oh, you see that? It's Darkhawk. My boy Darkhawk. That's a cover by In-Hyuk Lee. Freaking Chris Powell, Darkhawk. No one's favorite superhero. He's one of the coolest. Yeah, anyway. You don't think that's cool enough? Go and check out the Ultraman TV show on Netflix. If you don't got Netflix, get your Netflix and check out Ultraman Rising. I've never watched it. I don't necessarily support it, but it just goes to show that he's such a lasting character. He's still getting adaptations to this day. And blah, 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 blah. Toys, TV shows. This comic over here, it's still in its plastic tomb. It's still sleeved. It has a card in it too that I haven't opened. I got this for $1 quite a while ago, but it's kind of neat, isn't it? Kind of neat. He's a new breed of superhero. He's Japanese. Ultraman. Anyway, happy birthday, Fox and Socks. I hope it was a very good birthday. We're gonna toast. Oh, there we go. Fox and Socks. Oh my goodness, Epui's here. Hey, yeah, Ultraman. Yeah, Ultraman. I was going over Ultraman stuff when you showed up. I hope you're doing well. Fox and Socks. Cheers. Hope it was a fantastic birthday. Oh wow, some people showed up. Jamie Odell, hey, what's up, fool? The little nooks and crannies of history. Absolutely, Fox and Socks. I think that concerning yourself with this kind of stuff kind of adds to the artistic element, just in my own personal approach to these things. there's so much history to this character, right? So like even with what I'm drawing now, I'm trying to evoke a little bit of history, even just with this, like with the different interpretations of this character. There's lots of history involved with art. This year makes 60 years. It's 60 years. Okay, I was wrong. I thought it was 50, but I knew it was something like crazy, like 50 to 60 years. Thank you for the correction, Chance Ross. I know I saw the logo somewhere, like 60 years, 50 years, blah blah. The live action movie? Dang, Fox and Sox, you got some OG credit there. You got some street cred watching the OG Ultraman. I mentioned Ultraman and some people come crawling out of the woodwork, huh? Did they do something? No. I'm not saying they didn't do anything bad. I haven't seen it yet. That's all I'm saying, Chance Ross. I haven't heard much on it either. I think he looks very, like, svelte, very skinny. No, it is your birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. And thank you for that redeem, ENIAC. I think it was for that redeem. No, you. I have. The sacrifice? I don't know that one, man. I'm gonna have to watch the video. Oh, spicy drinks is okay. I got you fancy sauce. Give me the old chillin'. Big chillin', little chillin'. Just like very regular chillin'. It's good, man. Hey, you're good, Retro. I'm glad you're here for it. Hey, Fox and Sox. You have to do it, do it. Okay, who showed up first? I think Jamie Odell already showed up first. Let's see who showed up. One more. Don't wait that long before getting some more. It's 12:30. I'm old as hell. What? You are not old. Fox and Socks. Come on. Hey. Fox and Socks. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for saying hey, hello. It's Z-Bunker with a hydration. Thank you for that one, man. I hope it was a good birthday. I hope it was a good watching your friend playing Invincible, and hope it was good playing Legends of Legaia. I'll be there for the next one, and keep doing art. I like when you do art. I still try to show up to those and lurk when I can. Keep doing art, and I hope it was a really good day. We'll catch on the next one. Okay, Fox and Sock, get some good rest from there. Okay. All right. was wait, hold on. Oh, hey, Retro, you're good, man. No, I appreciate the alert. I'm just gonna be here, doing the same thing I always do, right? Look at this guy. He's bursting in. Look, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing right there. It's so, like, he made this comic so easily accessible. He made it just so comic booky. I love it. The art style is just so comic booky and easy to digest with your eyes. It made me almost an instant Ultraman fan. It's art by Francesco Mana. I remember that. That was a while ago. See, it looks, you know, very, very easy to read. There's Ultraman right there. He's speaking on the phone, but also Ultraman standing there in the background talking. Damn, he kind of looks like me. Does he look like me? He looks like me. You weren't kidding. You weren't kidding. You can't see a difference. There we go, right? Your infantile belief. Oh shit. Oh. He's bursting forth. Look at this guy. It does nothing. That's him when he's normal sized. You want to see what he can do when he's 20 feet tall or 20 meters tall? Like, just fucking huge. Oh, come on. He looks so badass there. We will not fight. We will not fight. He just kicks their asses anyway. Pointy head. Pointy head! Oh, would you look at that? Monster shows up. Ultraman has to fight, right? And if you want to even go further back in time, we have the mystery of Ultra 7! Old style Ultraman! Look, there he is. There he is. What a bastard. I can't feel the ultra. Why is that? Why can't you feel the ultra? Feel the ultra. Feel the ultra. Oh shit! It looks like he's feeling the ultra now. Oh, he's fucking roundhousing a alien in the throat. Probably feeling the ultra now. Even though he's a little bit cross-eyed. That's okay, he's always been cross-eyed. Gotta feel the ultra. Like that. Just like that. Just like that, right? Yeah, how are you kidding me? The hell I made it. Like Ultra 7 is in all the Ultraman comics, right? This covers like the Ultraman like G like 0, the pre-Ultraman. Mystery of Ultra 7. Kaiju step. Make sure when you fight a kaiju, blah 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 blah. I love these little kind of squibs they insert in the comic too. Look at cover 2. So badass. That's Ultra 7 right there. Doing Ultra 7 shit. Taiga, was that the red one? The red one with like the horns and shit? If I remember right? Red, blue, silver, and gold. Taro is the one with the horns. Oh, Taro, not Taiga. Okay. You can see my confusion. There's so many Ultraman, you know, going forward. Taro's with the horns. Taiga is red, blue, silver. I'm gonna try and remember that. Alright. Enough showing off Ultraman shit, right? Oh wait, should I open it? Maybe I should open it. There is a card back here. What is it? What does it say? Barangus? Oh, I just got a monster card. I just got a monster card. I didn't get Ultraman. 1 of 3 mutant monster trading cards. Here's right there. You were in the Toku community for a few years? Damn, dude. I mean, I still got my, hold on.
Warning. This disc is for use with a Sega CD system only.
This is what Z-Bunker was waiting for. This is what he was waiting for.
This disc contains CD-ROM data and is not for audio use. Please press stop on your disc player now.
Please press stop on your disc player now.
This disc contains CD-ROM data that may damage your audio system. Please stop playing this disc immediately.
Stop playing it immediately. Look at them lips. Let's hear it again.
This disc contains CD-ROM data and is not for audio use. Please press stop on your disc player now. This disc contains CD-ROM data that may damage your audio system. Please stop playing this disc immediately.
Zeo Pink, Zeo Blue, Zeo Red. Yeah. Zeo Red, of course. Right?
Everybody wants the...
Nope. It's not Z-Bunker. It's really not the greatest song. But yeah, I like to collect the odd Ranger figure. With Toku in general, like, good luck getting a Kamen Rider figure or Ultraman figure. A little bit harder to come by. Rangers have too much presence here in the West, right? So it's easier to get their kind of shit. Z-Bunker, what are you even doing, man? That's a good question. Where am I? Stuff. It would be nice to get a little bit of new stuff every now and then from the same materials, the same characters, you think, right? It'd be nice to get some new stuff from them every now and then, huh? I mean, there's actually some new Ultraman figures they're releasing for the new Netflix show, but classic Ultraman is in the wave, and I thought I want to get that figure, but I've never been able to find him. Alright. Are you on two writer belts? Chance Draws, did you ever see my my Kamen Rider picture that I drew? I'm pretty sure I posted it in the Discord. Kamen Rider? On his bike. Okay, yeah, you saw it. Yeah, I just drew that like a while ago. I mean, you're talking Toku. I don't get to talk Toku with a lot of people, but it's nice to talk Toku with individuals every now and then. So it's kind of made me think of that one picture.
Metro City,
Metro
a well-known
City.
crime capital,
Crime
has been ruled
capital.
by violence and death.
Of
for many
violence
years.
and death. Hey, Epwe, you're not gonna worry. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, you sounds like you're a Toku head, Chance Draws. Mayo on your Toku? Don't say that too loud, Z-Bunker. Dang, that sounds like a whole saga. You fell out of it? Man. I mean, I like Toku, but it's kind of from a distance. Obviously, the Japanese Toku is very, very different from Western Toku, so it's different. I appreciate them both in their own very separate ways. I still think they're really, really cool and neat. Of course, you know, they're just so comic booky, so like superhero style. You can't help but not love it. Maybe Chance Draws, it's time to go back into your Toku roots and to just like really get into that. You know, what made you fall in love with it in the first place? Was it the posing? Was it like the situations, the action, the lighting? Like what the drama? Like what made you love it in the first place? Sometimes it helps to retract yourself and to see what made you fall in love with the art form. First and foremost, I could just be blabbing. Anyway, I think that might be it for me today. I think it's getting just a wee bit late. I've been going for I think enough time. I can afford to raid. Let's see. But I still really like that y'all were hanging out with me and talking and letting me blab. It was lots of fun. I'm gonna take a real quick peek at the art section real quick just to see if there's anyone worthy of my raid. Hey, Chance Draws, thank you for hanging out, man. Lab art music talk. Hey, Z Bunker, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. You'll cave in eventually. ENIAC, don't tempt me. I can be persuasive if you need me to be. Don't make me a weapon. I love that you're reading the things that you like and you're showing up and you're talking about it, and it's, you know, it's comic book, it's drama, it's you know, Elric. You know, we're going way back in time. We're talking just fantasy, history, science fiction, you know, all that kind of stuff. So just you showing up and talking about the things that you're reading, that to me is good. That's beneficial. Okay, art section. The art section on Twitch. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see how things go. I can blab a little bit more, and we'll talk more comics or more toku and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, this was the best song in the first final fight. This one right here, which was, I think, stage 4. Kind of looks like more of the same stuff from Twitch. Lots of anime style art. Not a whole lot I can really jibe with though. No one's drawing Ultraman? No one's drawing Ultraman or Kamen Rider? They're just drawing furries. Lots of furries on our Twitch. Okay, well, we're just going to pay our friend Omogand a visit then, I think. Omogand. Yes, I think that'll be. Vendetta stuff. Yeah, it's only 29 issues. Sadly, it's a very keen 29 issues. I love that you have a little bit of Justice Society under your belt, so it kind of gives you a little bit more of a primer for Hawkman, because he's such a convoluted and historical character to read about in comic books. So reading JSA definitely does help you. I'm glad that you already have those under your belt. But as far as the Venditti stuff go, it was a glorious 29 issues. And if you count there was like I think there was like maybe like an issue 0 or like a Villains United. No, not Villains United. It was Year of the Villain issue. Maybe that would be like an extra to round it out to 30. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's like a really round 30. JSA makes him so much better. He was so much more warlike in JSA. I love him in JSA, but he was like really the mace swinging Hawkman, and this is the more professorial Hawkman, which is so cool. I love y'all. I'm seeing you on the next one. Bye.